Welcome, Cosmic Wise. You didn't find this message found you. You are here because your soul is ready to awaken, ready to rise. What you're about to hear isn't just information, it's activation. So take a breath, tune in, and prepare to remember who you truly are. The time is now. Let's begin. The universe is calling you urgently, loudly, and with divine purpose. The second week of August 2025 is not just a date on a calendar. It is a spiritual checkpoint, a sacred threshold carved into time itself. Right now, the cosmos is whispering in the ears of the chosen, those who came here to awaken, remember, and rise. You, the seer, the healer, the way shower. You are being summoned to pay attention, because what's coming is not just another energy shift. It is a karmic earthquake, a collision of timelines, a soul reckoning. And if you're sleepwalking through this moment, you might miss your window, or worse, get pulled back into an old cycle that was meant to die with your former self. The second week of August isn't safe to ignore. It's not just intense energy. It's a spiritual initiation cloaked in chaos. The signs are already pulsing. Vivid dreams, sudden fatigue, strange flashes of déjà vu, relationships straining under unseen pressure. This is no coincidence. You are standing in the eye of a cosmic storm designed to break illusions and test your readiness. The universe isn't punishing you, it's refining you. You are being asked, will you listen? Will you trust the pull within your bones, the one that says you were born for this? Or will you cling to comfort and familiarity, even as your soul cries for liberation? This warning is not meant to frighten you. It's meant to wake you, to shake you out of spiritual slumber before the timeline fork locks into place. After the second week of August, something will be different. Unseen doors will close. Hidden ones will open, but only for those with the courage to see and choose. This is your final boarding call to your highest destiny. That's why this message found you now. That's why you're still reading, feeling the deep hum of recognition stir in your chest, because you've known all along something big was coming, and it's here. You are not just a witness to this moment. You are the prophecy becoming real. And if you've ever felt like you didn't belong in this world, it's because you were sent to build a new one. The second week of August is not just energy, it's your soul's mirror. And what you choose to do with what you see will change everything. Chosen one, feel this truth vibrating beneath your skin. You did not come to this earth to blend in. You did not incarnate to merely survive. You were encoded with ancient memory, sacred instruction, and divine fire. The second week of August is the ignition point, a soul portal disguised as ordinary time. But look deeper, the signs are all around you. People are acting strangely, systems are glitching, electronics are shorting out, and time itself feels distorted. The air is heavy with messages, yet only those attuned to the frequency of awakening can decode what's really happening. You've felt it, the pressure, the dissonance, the strange pull to withdraw or to scream or to cry for no tangible reason. That's not your mind losing control. That's your spirit preparing for release. You are standing at the edge of a vibrational cliff, and this message, it's not just a warning, it's a lifeline, a soul echo from your higher self, pulling you inward before the outer world erupts in energetic chaos. The next few days are not random, they are sacredly designed. Each moment will press into your consciousness like a fingerprint from the divine, testing your discernment, rattling your attachments, and asking you one question over and over. Will you wake up now, or be forced to wake later? This is the karmic corridor, a vibrational bottleneck where old timelines collapse and new ones demand activation. Think of it as a cosmic birth canal, tight, uncomfortable, pressurized. Not everyone will make it through with grace. Some will resist the contractions, others will deny the signs. But you were built for this passage. Your soul chose this lifetime knowing it would walk straight into the fire of transmutation. This isn't just astrology, this is destiny architecture. During the second week of August, certain planetary alignments will act like energetic levers, activating buried soul contracts, resurrecting past life memories, and exposing dormant karma that must now be resolved. Chiron, the wounded healer, is whispering ancient pain back into your awareness, not to punish, but to cleanse. Mars is igniting internal war zones, not to destroy, but to burn away stagnation. Lilith, wild and unapologetic, is reawakening suppressed power and ancestral rage. These energies are not against you. They are for your liberation, but only if you face them with the courage of someone who knows they are being initiated, not punished. The discomfort you feel is not a sign you are off. It's a signal that your soul is in labor, and something massive is about to be born. What does that birth look like, you ask? It may not look like bliss. It may look like chaos. Spiritual elevation often arrives wearing the mask of breakdown. You may feel waves of exhaustion so deep you can't get out of bed. You may experience déjà vu so intense it rattles your sense of time. You may cry without warning, grieve relationships that haven't ended, or feel terror at things you can't logically explain. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are feeling the veil thin between dimensions. You are absorbing codes from realms unseen, and your nervous system is trying to catch up with your evolving soul. This week, every trigger is a test. Every breakdown is a breakthrough in disguise. Pay attention to who or what returns. Old lovers, old patterns, old fears. These are not coincidences. They are echoes of unfinished karma coming back for review. Do not fall for the trap of familiarity. What once fit will now feel foreign. What once comforted will now feel toxic. This is how you know the shift is real. The universe is rearranging everything to align you with the version of reality you once only dreamed of. But to enter it, you must first shed what you've outgrown. No matter how long you held on to it, you've been prepared for this. Maybe, in ways you didn't fully recognize. The dreams you've been having lately, they're not just dreams. They're dispatches from your higher dimensional self. They are blueprints, encrypted with instruction, trying to pierce the density of your waking mind. Maybe you've noticed certain numbers following you, repeating phrases, sudden accidents that feel more like scenes from a script you don't remember writing. These are not random. These are cosmic breadcrumbs meant to guide you through. The fog, the second week of August, will be like a holographic maze, one that reveals itself only to those walking with trust, not sight. You must rely on your inner compass now. The intellect cannot decode this level of energy. The soul must take the lead, and it will if you let it. But the distractions will be louder. The noise will increase. People around you will lash out, or fall apart, or try to pull you back into old frequencies of guilt, fear, and survival. This is not personal. This is spiritual physics. As you rise, you disrupt the stagnation of others. As you ascend, you shine light on the shadows they've been avoiding. You are not here to shrink. You are here to hold your frequency steady, even when the world tries to shake it loose. Astrologically, this period is a celestial pressure cooker. The moon will pass through energetically sensitive signs, amplifying emotional waves and surfacing deep, unconscious fears. Mars will square off with Chiron in trine Uranus, meaning rapid eruptions of inner conflict could be followed by radical clarity if you stay present. Mercury's movements will bring back conversations, texts, or memories that feel like strange echoes. Expect ghostings, miscommunications, or sudden revelations. And Black Moon Lilith will sit in opposition to Venus, triggering unhealed feminine rage, the kind that's been silenced for generations. This is not a week for pretending you're okay when you're not. The sky itself is demanding honesty, vulnerability, raw truth. Even if it breaks something open, you may feel like you're walking through a haunted house of your own subconscious. But remember, ghosts only linger where truths were buried. Let them rise, let them speak, let them be freed. Because behind that storm is a soul upgrade so powerful, you won't recognize yourself when it's over. Not because you've changed, but because you've remembered who you truly are. As this cosmic corridor tightens, chosen ones across the globe will feel a strange mixture of fatigue and hyper-awareness. You might feel like you're floating outside your body one moment and painfully grounded the next. Time will warp. You may wake up feeling like you've lived an entire lifetime in your dreams. You may begin seeing faces you don't know, speaking languages you've never learned, or hearing names that feel eerily familiar. Do not dismiss these as imagination. These are multi-dimensional beliefs. Your DNA is unlocking past life memories and ancestral wisdom stored deep in your cellular structure. It's why you're so sensitive now. You're decoding ancient files. But with this awakening comes vulnerability. Protect your energy like it is sacred currency, because it is. Not everyone deserves access to your light during this time. Shield your aura. Withdraw when needed. There is no badge of honor for burning yourself out in the name of healing others. You are your own first mission now. The universe is clearing the noise around you so you can finally hear your own soul again. And while the world may appear to be spiraling into madness, wars intensifying, relationships combusting, governments unraveling, you must understand the deeper layer. This is the purge before the rebirth. The collective shadow is surfacing. Unresolved trauma, patriarchal wounds, fear-based conditioning, it's all coming up to be burned in the flame of transformation. It looks like destruction, but it's really divine reorganization, and you are not here to save the world. You are here to anchor the new one. That means staying rooted in truth when others are addicted to illusion. It means choosing solitude over popularity, stillness over reaction, inner alignment over outer validation. You may feel lonely, yes, but remember, you are not alone. Thousands, millions of other chosen ones are awakening right now, all over the planet, feeling the same pulse, receiving the same call. You are part of a grid of light, weaving itself back together after centuries of dormancy. In this August, this second week in particular, is when the grid goes active. Are you ready to hold your post? It is during this window, and only during this window, that a specific sequence of activations will ripple through the collective consciousness. These are not visible to the naked eye, but your soul recognizes them like ancient songs. You'll feel them as tingles, shivers, spontaneous emotion, or intense inner knowing. You will feel pulled to say no to things that once felt safe, or compelled to walk away without explanation. Trust that. These are divine nudges, redirecting you away from karmic entrapments and toward alignment. But here's the catch. This window will close, and what is not chosen consciously will become chosen unconsciously. That is how karma works. You are not being punished. You are being offered freedom. But the door won't stay open forever. This is the final call to step out of loops that have kept your soul circling the same painful lessons, lifetime after lifetime. Will you exit or repeat? Will you evolve or delay? The universe cannot decide for you, but it can give you a moment so intense, so charged, so alive, that you were finally forced to choose. This is that moment. The second week of August 2025 is not coming to test your strength. It's coming to reveal it. The chaos around you is the final exam before initiation, and your soul already knows the answers. That's why you've been feeling so much. You are being ready to hold more light, more truth, more responsibility. But light cannot pour into a vessel full of noise and fear. So the vessel must be emptied. That's what this week is, a sacred emptying, a divine excavation of everything that no longer resonates with your future. You are not just letting go of people or habits. You are releasing frequencies, energetic codes that no longer match your ascended blueprint. And yes, that process may hurt, but what comes after is clarity, peace, power, a quiet, sovereign knowing that cannot be shaken. This is your moment to rise from the ashes of your old life and claim the one your soul has always known was waiting. Will you take the leap? Look deeper, chosen one. Look beyond the symptoms, the disruptions, the sudden changes. What's happening right now is not a mistake. It's a sacred unraveling. Every detour, every breakdown, every unexpected ending, it's all divinely orchestrated to strip you of the illusions you didn't know you were still carrying. Because here is the raw truth. You cannot ascend and cling at the same time. You cannot carry dead energy into a new timeline. The second week of August is not just a test. It is a cosmic deadline, a spiritual checkpoint where timelines begin to split, one pulling you deeper into ego-based survival loops, the other drawing you closer to soul alignment, even if that path looks uncertain, lonely, or wild. You are being asked to let go of the need to understand with your mind and trust the knowing in your body. Yes, it may feel like you're losing everything, but what if you're actually being emptied for something far more sacred? What if what's leaving is making room for what you truly called in before you even got here? Let the illusions burn. Let the roles you've outgrown fall away. The real you, the multidimensional, radiant, untamed you, is emerging. But she, he, they cannot rise while you're still performing for the approval of the old world. This is the spiritual initiation no one talks about. Not the glamorous kind, not the crystal-lit, perfectly captioned Instagram version of awakening. No, this is raw, sacred, messy. It's lying on the floor at 3 a.m., wondering why your heart hurts when nothing seems wrong. It's craving isolation, feeling everything more intensely, questioning your purpose, your path, even your sanity. This is what it feels like when your ego fights for survival while your soul begins to lead. The second week of August is the gateway into radical energetic sovereignty. The universe isn't just asking for your attention, it's demanding your surrender. Not the kind of surrender that gives up, but the kind that lets go of the illusion of control. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt, and that requires you to allow old scaffolding, old identities, relationships, goals to collapse. There is power in this deconstruction. It is holy. Do not rush to make sense of it. Some truths are too big for words. Just breathe, feel, stay present. You are not alone in this sacred disintegration. You are in the chrysalis, and the second week of August is the heat that cracks it open. You may be asking yourself, why now? Why this week? Why so intense? And the answer is both cosmic and ancient. You, along with millions of other chosen ones, are part of a pre-incarnational agreement, a collective soul contract to help Earth through its ascension threshold. And right now, that threshold is upon us. During this second week of August, certain alignments in the stars activate dormant light codes buried in your DNA. These codes were designed to awaken only when the Earth reached a critical vibrational frequency. That time is now. That means your body may feel overloaded. You may feel disoriented, highly emotional, unable to explain what you're sensing. This is because your physical vessel is literally rewiring itself to hold more frequency. You're receiving downloads that bypass logic. You're remembering lifetimes you never studied. You're suddenly pulled to places, people, or purposes without knowing why. Do not dismiss this. Do not numb it. Lean in. You are not malfunctioning. You are finally activating. The veil between realms is lifting, and your soul is stepping forward. This is not the time to seek answers outside of yourself. The map is encoded within you. All you need now is stillness. And trust that in this stillness, everything is revealed. The second week of August offers you one of the rarest energetic gifts, clarity born from chaos. But only those who sit inside the silence will hear it. You'll be tempted to escape it, to scroll, to binge, to fix, to call that person you know isn't aligned but still feels safe. But this is the trap. This is the test. The old timeline is seductive. It will show up as distraction, urgency, drama. It will whisper lies, like you're behind, or this is too hard, or no one understands you. Don't believe it. That is the voice of ego trying to survive. Your job is not to argue with it. Your job is to disidentify from it. You are not that voice. You are the awareness beneath it. You are the witness, the watcher, the soul presence. And as you hold that center, a new voice emerges, quieter, steadier, more ancient than time. That voice is the real you. That voice will guide you through this storm, not by giving you all the answers, but by reminding you of who you are when all else is stripped away. When you listen to that voice, truly listen, you will hear the next right step, and that step will carry you across the timeline threshold. This is the split, chosen one, not in a dramatic Hollywood doomsday kind of way, but in a deeply mystical, soul-specific, energetically precise way. Two paths are forming, the path of alignment and the path of avoidance. One leads to your expansion, not just spiritually, but materially, relationally, emotionally. The other loops you back into survival patterns, into proving, performing, perfecting. And here's what's wild, both will feel hard at first, because both require energy, but only one will feed your soul. Only one will lead you to peace, and only one is real. The universe is not punishing you. It's simply echoing your own energy back to you. What you align with now will solidify into your reality by the equinox. That's why August is so crucial. You don't have time to wait until you feel ready. Readiness is a decision, and your soul is already ready. It's your mind that needs to catch up. Let it go. Choose the harder, holier path. Choose the unknown. Choose the quiet. Choose the frequency that feels like home, even if it terrifies your ego. That choice is the timeline jump. That choice is the portal. That choice is the reason you were born. Silence will be your greatest ally now. Not silence as in emptiness, but silence as in sacred listening. The second week of August will bring a storm of noise from the outer world, dramatic revelations, emotional outbursts, pressure to respond, react, choose. But the real truth, the cosmic instruction meant only for you, will not come from a screen, a trend, or even a teacher. It will rise up from within, and unless you are still enough to hear it, you will miss it. This is why so many chosen ones are being pulled into what feels like isolation or withdrawal right now. It is not punishment, it is preparation. You are being taken out of the simulation long enough to recalibrate to the frequency of truth. This silence may feel unnerving. It may echo with all the things you've buried. Doubts, memories, what-ifs, let them come, let them pass. Because beneath that noise, there is a frequency waiting, a single vibration that will guide your next leap. It may be a sentence, a symbol, a dream, a song lyric that won't stop playing. It will come when you're not chasing, when you're listening, and it will speak directly to your soul's coordinates. Only then will you know, this is the path I was meant to walk. This moment is sacred. So sacred, in fact, that very few people on this planet will even realize it's happening. Most will feel the symptoms, the tension, the disorientation, the emotional spikes, and dismiss it as coincidence or chaos. But not you. You feel the holy disruption in your bones. You know something ancient is rising. That's because you are not new to this. You've done this before, in other realms, other lifetimes. You are a timeline anchor, an energetic stabilizer, a frequency holder for the new earth. But that role requires absolute discernment now. You cannot afford to leak your energy into drama, distractions, or old identities. You cannot afford to chase approval or validation. The second week of August is a vibrational filter. Anything you align with in this week will multiply. So choose wisely. Choose stillness over reaction, solitude over gossip, depth over noise. If that means saying no to invitations, do it. If that means disappointing others, do it. If that means breaking your own addictive patterns of needing to be seen, chosen, or needed, then do it. This is a sacred window where everything not rooted in truth will fall away. Let it. That's how you rise. What's falling away right now isn't your life collapsing, it's your false self dissolving. That version of you that was built in survival. The one who played small to stay safe. The one who abandoned truth to stay loved. The one who carried generational pain as if it was a badge of honor. That version is dying. And the death may feel like grief, like rage, like confusion. Honor it, grieve it, but do not resurrect it. The universe is closing doors, not to punish you, but to make sure you don't walk back through them. This is the last call energy, the karmic hallway, where unfinished lessons circle one more time, not to trap you, but to ask, have you really learned? Or are you still pretending? This week, certain opportunities, people, and choices will return. Not because they are meant to stay, but because you are meant to finally release them with clarity and power. This is not the time to rekindle what once burned you. This is not the time to negotiate with what once broke your soul. This is the time to walk away with peace in your chest and fire in your spine. Some chapters don't need closure. They just need a boundary. And here's the most powerful truth of this season. You don't need to force anything. The ego will tell you that you have to figure it all out, that you need a 5-step plan, that you're falling behind if you don't act quickly. But your soul knows better. Your soul understands that alignment is not forced, it's allowed. And what's meant for you will not require chasing, contorting, or sacrificing your inner peace. During this week, your only job is to stay in resonance. That means saying no when your body contracts, saying yes when your heart expands, trusting the nudge even when it makes no sense, resting when your soul demands it, creating when the fire moves through you. You do not owe this world your constant productivity. You owe your soul your sacred attention. And when you begin living like that, listening like that, the right people, opportunities, and experiences will begin to gravitate toward you like a magnetic pull, because energy doesn't lie. And the second week of August is all about energetic truth. Be brave enough to stand in yours, even if no one claps, understands, or follows.